Hey guys, Fletcher here, bringing you another transfer talk video. You know the drill by now. This is the video where I round up some of the biggest confirmed deals and talk about some of the biggest rumours that are floating around out there in the footballing world. And with the transfer window slamming shut on Monday, there are still a lot of rumours and reports regarding transfer activity that is still yet to happen. And as we all know in the footballing world, anything is possible, especially when it comes to transfers. And with that in mind, it could make for an interesting and exciting conclusion to the current window at hand. But before I go on, shameless plug. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, the usual stuff. Both things will be greatly appreciated. But now that the small plug is out the way, let's get on with the video. There is only one place to start, and that is with Manchester United and their pursuit of Jadon Sancho. Thank God the window shuts on Monday and we can put this saga to rest, at least for the time being, one way or another. Conflicting reports came out yesterday that said United either have or are preparing to make a bid in the region of £91 million for the England winger. The bid was said to be a large portion of the money given up front by United, with the rest included in add-ons. But regardless of whether the bid has been submitted or not, the bid is said to be rejected by Borussia Dortmund anyway. Dortmund, of course, are still holding out for the £109 million mark that they've been waiting on all this time. And this is kind of strange because this news broke hours after Dortmund's captain Marco Reus came out and said that Sancho will be staying with the Bundesliga club for at least another season. But of course, things can change, but with the clock ticking down and being just under a week away from the window slamming shut, we wait and see where this saga will take us. I'm under the personal belief that eventually United will bite the bullet and pay whatever Dortmund want for Sancho. I believe that they can't walk away from this deal now, and I think that they will eventually give in to Dortmund's demands and bite the bullet. I just think it's like a big chess game that they will eventually lose. But we have to wait and see, of course, whether they do or not. Come Monday night, the transfer window will slam shut, and we will see the fate, or at least for the foreseeable future, of where Jadon Sancho lies. From one half of Manchester to the other, we move on to Manchester City for our next story, and City have completed the move for Ruben Dias. City have completed the signing of the Portuguese centre-back Ruben Dias on a 6-year deal. The 23-year-old has signed for Pep Guardiola's side for a fee believed to be in the region of £62 million, and with the potential of an extra £3 million being included in add-ons. Diaz will bring a strong and aggressive presence to the City back line, as well as bring leadership qualities to it as well. All attributes that the City back line have been lacking for the past couple of years, I'd say. And Sunday's 5-2 defeat to Leicester was very evident that this type of player is exactly what the City defence has been lacking in recent years, and is exactly what they needed. Will he be able to cut it in the Premier League though? That remains to be a big question and remains to be seen. And after spending a massive amount on his defence already, I mean seriously, go back over the transfer history of Pep Guardiola during his time at City. Look at the defence. He has spent a hell of a lot in the 5 years that he's been there. Guardiola will be praying that this guy is the real deal and will help with City's defensive frailties. And whilst a new centre-back arrives at the Etihad, one departs. That defender is none other than Nicolas Otamendi. He leaves the Etihad and heads in the opposite direction to Benfica. The fee is said to be in the region of £13.7 million. The Argentine defender, of course, made 210 appearances for City over a 5-year stay. However, he was never considered the most reliable of defenders. He was seen as a little rash at times, and when paired with certain partners, it didn't fill many with confidence that he would be solid and reliable in the heart of that City defence. Either way, he leaves England now for Portugal. A bit of breaking news as I was creating this video, and it concerns Ross Barkley. The England midfielder has been sent out on loan to Aston Villa for the rest of the season. It's understandable as to why, with Chelsea's massive spending over this current transfer window, and with the current competition for places within the Blues midfield, Barkley moving on makes sense for both the club and the player. For Villa though, I see it as a very good signing for them overall. A player who will bring energy, depth and creativity to a midfield that does need it on occasion. He's not afraid of constantly being on the ball and moving it forward, and if anything, it may take away some of the pressure on Jack Grealish to produce something game in, game out. So this seems to be a very good piece of business by Villa overall. We'll wait and see, of course, how Barkley fits in with his new club, but for Villa, they have acquired the services of Ross Barkley for the rest of the season. Our next story brings us to Loris Karius. Remember him? Of course you remember him. How could you forget him for what he did in the Champions League final? Anyway, he completes a loan move to Union Berlin from Liverpool. The German goalkeeper has been sent out on loan again, this time heading back to his homeland of Germany. For the past couple of years, of course, Karius has been on loan with Besiktas, where he made 67 appearances for the club. He spoke upon his return to Liverpool about how he would like to stay and fight for his place, but there seems to be no way back for him following his last appearance for the club, which of course, as I alluded to, was the famous horror show of a display in the 2018 Champions League final for the Reds. And since then, of course, both Alisson and Adrian have come in as the number 1 and number 2 choice for goalkeeper. Regardless, I hope that he has a successful spell back in Germany and back in the Bundesliga. It just wasn't meant to be for him at Liverpool, and he will be moving on permanently as soon as Liverpool can get that deal sorted, as far as the Reds are concerned, it seems. But for now, Loris Karius is back in Germany. From Liverpool to Leicester, the Foxes are looking to complete their third signing of the window in St Etienne's Wesley Forfana. Following the signings of Timothy Castagne and Cengiz Under, it seems that their next arrival at the King Power Stadium will come in the form of Wesley Forfana. The French centre-back is very close to joining the Foxes for a fee believed to be in the region of £30 million, which will include add-ons. A centre-back has seemed to be the priority for Brendan Rodgers and Leicester this summer, with Burnley's James Tarkowski being constantly linked with the Foxes over the summer. However, it seems that that speculation can now be put to rest due to the Foxes shifting targets and targeting the 19-year-old instead. We await confirmation on this deal, of course, but it seems only a matter of time before Leicester welcome a new player to their ranks. For our penultimate story, we go to Arsenal, and it seems that Kolasinac is about to leave the Gunners. According to Fabrizio Romano, the Bosnian left-back is set to join Bayer Leverkusen within the next 48 hours. The fee is believed to be in the region of €11 million plus add-ons, which will be decent profit made on him considering that they got him for free back in 2017. Kolasinac made 107 appearances for the Gunners across his 3-year stay, but now it appears that he's heading back to the Bundesliga as we await official confirmation on this deal. And finally, Barcelona are on the cusp of signing Sergino Dest from Ajax. The 19-year-old right-back is set to be another huge name to have been found by that incredible and phenomenal Ajax academy and then been snatched away by one of Europe's biggest clubs. And it's Barcelona who are edging ever closer to snapping up the right-back's signature. He was videoed arriving in Barcelona last night ahead of his €22 million move from Ajax to Barcelona, a move that will see him sign a 5-year deal with the club. This is a move for a player who was heavily linked with Bayern Munich for a while as well, so he was in a huge tug of war between two huge clubs. It's clear he's got a promising future ahead of him. And with the departure of Nelson Semedo last week, Barcelona bringing in Dest as a replacement seems to be what they have done here. It seems only a matter of time before this deal is made official. This deal could even be made official as this video is going up or as you're watching this. So this is very close to being done. Sergino Dest, a player with a big future ahead of him, is very close to joining Barcelona. And with that, that wraps up yet another transfer talk video. But of course, I want to know what you guys think on this. Do you think Manchester United will finally get this Jadon Sancho deal over the line before Monday's deadline? Do you think Ruben Dias is the answer to Manchester City's defensive issues? What do you make of Nicolas Otamendi leaving the Etihad for Benfica? What do you make of Ross Barkley's loan move to Aston Villa? What do you make of Loris Karius heading back to Germany and the Bundesliga with Union Berlin? What do you make of Leicester making Wesley Forfana possibly their third signing this summer? And of course, what do you make of the story of Sergino Dest very close to making his move to Barcelona official? Let me know your thoughts, your comments and opinions down in the comment section below on any of these stories. I'm sure they'll make for interesting reading. Otherwise, hit that like button on the way out if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new or want to see more content like this. Both things would be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've been Fletch. This has been another Transfer Talk video. And I will see you all again soon in another video.